Good morning everyone, and this is Farman Ali. So in this video I will discuss about the adjective words. So there are some adjective words which are coming in the category of the typical adjectives. It means that there are some confusions we have among these words. So we have to just discuss them. So we will take first that some and any. So these are the words which are adjectives, but they show some quantity or the numbers. So firstly I will talk about some. So some is used to show the number or quantity. So it can be countable also or uncountable. So we can use both some and any for both means काउंटेबल और अनकाउंटेबल नाउन्स दोनों के लिए हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं आपका इन दोनों को बट देयर इज़ अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज टू दैट सम इज़ यूज्ड इन द पॉजिटिव सेंस एंड एनी इज़ यूज्ड इन अ negative sense. So any shows that there might be possible that there would be nothing. ठीक है, तो कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता आपका. लाइक इफ़ आई आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन दैट डू यू हैव एनी पेंसिल, सो इट मीन्स दैट इट कैन बी पॉसिबल कि दैट पर्सन विल हैव पेंसिल और नॉट. तो दोनों सिचुएशंस आपकी हो सकती हैं, बट इट मीन्स दैट इट इज़ गिविंग अ नेगेटिव मीनिंग. बट इफ़ यू सी सम, सो इट shows there is a means number but it is not so much, so it is less in number. और क्वांटिटी अगर हम शो करें आपका, सो देयर इज़ अ लेस क्वांटिटी बट इट इज़ नॉट इन अ सिंगुलर केस. सो सम इज यूज फॉर द प्लूरल काउंटेबल nouns. Like if I say that he has so many pencils in the bag, so you can see that pencils are countable. So I can use it for the uncountable things also, like there is some ink in the pen. So it means that ink cannot be counted, so it is uncountable in nature. तो ये countable नहीं है आपका. But despite it that we are using sum for this because it is showing a amount which is not in negative sense, means there is something in that. So we can use sum for that. But if you talk about any, so it can be used for both countable or uncountable, but it gives only a negative sense. You can take some examples which can be used in both cases, means countable में भी आपका है और it can be used in the uncountable way also. That but one thing you have to keep in mind when we use any, so we do not use not because any is already showing negative thing, so there is no need of no or not. So some and any both can be used for the questions also and for the positive statements also. Now come to the much and many. So much is used when anything which is not countable in nature, जिसको हम count नहीं कर सकते हैं आपका, but we show a large amount of that also, so we can use much in this case. But many is used when anything which isn't countable, means if something is countable, so we can use many for that. So this is the adjective which we can use before the noun. So you can see some examples which are given, like how much is the entrance fee. So this is the amount which somebody is asking, that how much I have to pay. But you can see in the next one that many वाले column में आप देख सकते हैं, does she want many dresses. So it means that many dresses mean that there is a large number of this, so that somebody has a desire, she desires that I should have so many dresses. So they are just showing amount or the number, you can say. So many is used in case of a number, much is used in case of quantity. Now come to the few and little. So few and little, ठीक है, have some categories also, like that we can use few alone also, we can make a few also and the few also. Similarly we use a and the, or sometimes we use little alone also. So if we are using these two words, so but you have to keep one thing in mind, that few is used for the countable things and little is used for the things which are uncountable. तो अगर कोई भी चीज़ uncountable है, so in that case we will use little. If something is countable, then we will use few. Now come to this part, that a few or a little. So a few means that something which is in very less amount, but it is sufficient that we can get a positive meaning. But if we are using few alone, so it shows that there is a negative sense which we are getting, that something is there or not. इसी तरीके से आप देखें little का अगर आप यूज़ करते हैं और a little का यूज़ करते हैं, so if we are using little alone, so it shows that something is in a very less amount, that we cannot do any action or we cannot do anything. Now come to the each and every. So what is the difference between these two, means each and every? So we have to just look this now. So each is used when we talk about two nouns or more than two nouns, but every is used when something is more than two nouns. So it can be used only for the nouns which are more than two. Just take an example, like each of the two boys has a book. So it means we are talking about only two boys in this, to both of them have book. But you can say this also, that each of the students has book. So in this case you are talking about more than two nouns. So now come to the every. So that if I say that every member has to sign the agreement, so it means there are cases where that nouns are more than टू. तो अगर नाउन आपका दो से ज़्यादा है आपका, तो वहाँ पर हम एवरी का यूज़ कर सकते हैं आपका. एंड देयर आर सम वर्ड्स विच आर पुट अप बिफोर द एवरी, लाइक नियरली, ऑलमोस्ट और प्रैक्टिकली. सो लाइक दैट मनीष हैज़ ऑलमोस्ट completed every task which he got. So in this you can say that we are talking about that something which is more than two. तो बहुत सारे वर्क्स थे आपके जो उसको दिए गए आपका. सो he has completed all these things. Now come to the either and neither. So these are used as a distributive pronoun. So means अगर हम distribution करते हैं किसी चीज़ का आपका, so in that case we have to give a choice also. So either is used if we are giving one choice, means out of two that you can do this thing only. But if we talk about the neither, so neither shows this thing that we are not giving any option, ठीक है, in any case. Let's take an example, like either of them can come to help. So in this way you can see that I am just giving a choice, so that I am not allowing all of you, so either of them. सो ठीक है, आप तो या आप में से कोई एक आ सकता है आपका, हु कैन हेल्प along with me. Now use neither. If I say that neither boy can attend this function because it is very expensive, so it means that nobody is in the function, so there is none of you who can attend this function. It means you have not left any choice, so there is nothing which can be possible in this case if we are using neither.